Robert James Luedke's search for spiritual truth ignited a passion to tell the story of Christ and the birth of Christian faith. His search into the scientific and medical proof behind the passion story of Jesus inspired him to create a trilogy of work. So one of the things you feel passionately about is you want to really be speaking to those artists out there, and you're really calling them forward now. You feel like this is the hour.
Yeah, it's something that God kind of told me in the process that I would, because I have a background in broadcasting, public speaking, in business. I've talked to crowds from anywhere from tens to thousands of people, and so I feel God had prepared all the things I've done in my life for what I'm doing now. It's that I can not only sit down and write and illustrate these books and publish them, but also get out there in front of the cameras, like on wonderful shows like this, and tell artists out there, hey, there's a way you can use your talents to glorify God right where you are right now, or in your local church. You can do a track. You can do a mural on your church wall. You can do a comic book that you can just mimeograph and hand out. It doesn't have to be this big. It can be all degrees in between.
Maybe can you just talk a little bit about how do you even begin? Because I meet so many people who feel like, I believe God is calling me to write a book. I feel God is calling me to come up with a CD, and they don't know, where do I begin? I heard you mention that one of the first things you did was to pray and ask God, okay,
right.
What's my next step here?
Right. Well, that for me, that's important, because this wasn't, and I had this conversation with somebody on another TV show I did this week, and they said, well, so it's just you became a Christian and you decided I'm going to write a graphic novel. Well, it's no, I became a Christian and I prayed a lot, and God had shown me that he had given me specific talents and skill sets, and I was supposed to use those. And for me, it was graphic novels and the comic books. For everybody, God will use you in their own way. Well, how do people do something like I'm doing? Well, you know what? There's a wonderful website and organization, ChristianComicsInternational.com out there. Everyone can Google it if they want. But there are people who are called to do a ministry where they actually do schools, both in this country and around the world, where they show people, artists, writers, how to put together tracks, comic books, graphic novels, things that are of that kind of nature, and how artists can use their skills to do this and to do it in ministry.
That is wonderful.